Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So today is a very hot day. So today my lesson is a very short one. I'm going to have a very short class with you today because my topic here is 5.1, which is what do you call metabolism. Sorry, metabolism. So it's only a very short topic, which I'm very sure that I'll finish in less than half an hour. All right. Okay. So I'll get right down to it. I don't know who is with me today, but I hope that if you would like to share with your friends. So anyone who wants to know about this topic in further detail, please do share the link with your friends. Okay, so I'm going to share screen now. I hope you can see this. All right, so we are in chapter 5. Your school may be teaching a little bit faster, early, ahead or behind chapter 5. It doesn't matter, right? So this video will be able to be watched again and again. So I'm going to go straight to chapter 5, which is metabolism. Okay, so 5.2 will be on enzyme. That will take a longer lesson because many things we'll talk about in enzyme. So metabolism. So first of all, we talk about the definition. What is the meaning of metabolism? Okay, so you have learned in chemistry, you have all these reactions, right? Of course, the reactions that you learn so far in chemistry is outside your body. All right, there's also chemical reaction inside the body and inside the cells. So what we mean by metabolism is actually the chemical reactions that occur or that take place in the cells of a living organism. So all your cells, the cells that are in your body, millions of your cells, okay, every day, every single time, 24 hours a day, non-stop, it has to occur these chemical reactions. Okay, and that chemical reaction is very important because all these are the reactions that help to support the cell to make it stay alive, keep the cell alive by producing energy and so on. All right. So here you see all these cells that we know of. Every one of them has to carry out chemical reactions. Okay. Now, what are the chemical reactions we're talking about? So the chemical reactions usually are all these examples like respiration. Okay. If it's a plant cell, there will be photosynthesis. Okay, and then digestion. Okay, if you eat food, your food will be digested inside your body. After that, you will enter your cells to be used up. Excretion, okay, producing, we call excreting means removing waste product. Protein synthesis, synthesis simply means producing, making. So making protein from amino acid, making fat molecules from the fatty acid and glycerol. Lipid is fat. All right. So all these examples are metabolisms. All right. Okay. So let me go to the next slide. Okay. Sorry. There's next slide. There's the same slide. Not the next slide yet. Yeah. Okay. The next point. It is important for metabolism to occur because these are the reactions that keep the cells alive. All right. Okay. So we're on to the next slide. I don't see any questions, so I'll carry on. So, what are metabolisms? Actually, like I mentioned just now, they are reactions. Metabolisms can be divided into two types. There are two types of metabolisms. All right, okay. So the first type here is what we call anabolic reaction, or we call anabolism. Okay, anabolism. Here is anabolism, and the other one is called catabolism. Okay, the basic difference here is very simple. Okay, they are total opposites of each other. They are total opposites of each other. Okay, let me go to anabolism. Okay, anabolism is a building up reaction. That means this is a reaction that forms uh, molecules or substances that are bigger. So you're making it become bigger. We got building up. Okay, so example, what I mean by building up is simple molecules. That means they are smaller, they are less complicated. Simple molecules are joined or they are converted to become complex molecules. Complex molecules usually are the bigger molecules. We have more elements inside. Okay, so let me give you an example afterwards. So this kind of anabolism, this kind of metabolism that making up complex molecules, they usually need energy. It requires energy to join up the what they call the substances together. Okay, the atoms to get a more complicated molecule. Okay, let me give you an example here. You see this CO2 plus H2O, and it's converted to become C6H12O6 plus oxygen. Okay, so Does anybody know here, anybody here knows what kind of reaction are you looking at? Okay, what is CO2 plus H2O, the chemical reaction that occurs between carbon dioxide and water, and you will get glucose. Okay, what kind of reaction is this? Anybody knows? If you do, please you can type in the chat, then I can respond to that. Okay, so I think maybe there's nobody yet, okay, or there's no one who wants to answer. So let me tell you that this is actually photosynthesis. Okay, this reaction of carbon dioxide, okay, joining up with water, and what you get C6H12O6 is actually carbohydrate. This is actually sugar, glucose. So this is a reaction that actually is under anabolism. Okay, because you can see very clearly simple molecules, example would be the CO2, okay, and H2O, they are simpler. CO2, carbon, one carbon, two oxygen, and water is two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. They are simple. And in the end, you find that they are converted, they are joined together, you form C6H12O6, which is more complicated. It's a complex molecule. This is glucose. Okay, so photosynthesis is an anabolic reaction because it converts simple molecules like water and carbon dioxide into glucose, which is food. Okay, this is food, how you call it, yeah? The plants make food. Okay, now we look at catabolism. Catabolism is the total opposite of anabolism. So if anabolism is a building up reaction from simpler molecules to become complex molecules, so catabolism is the opposite. Okay, breaking down. So how to remember catabolism? For example, remember the word cut, C-U-T, cut. All right, if you cut, that means you break it down. Okay, so catabolism, C-A-T, cat, so think of it as C-U-T. So it's breaking down reaction. So it's the reverse, total reverse of the anabolism. So complex molecules are broken down to become simple molecules. Okay, so in this way, right, when this catabolism reaction occurs, the opposite happens in terms of energy. So just now to make the complex molecule, you need to bring in energy. For catabolism, this complex molecule, the energy is stored inside the bonds. The energy is stored inside the bond of this molecule. So when the bond is broken, all right, energy will be released. So catabolism is the type of reaction that releases energy. So I will show you an example. You'll see C6H12O6 plus O2, and you get CO2 plus H2O. Okay, you will notice that this is the exact opposite of the reaction that you saw just now on the left hand side. Okay, this is C6H12O6, which is glucose, okay, plus oxygen, and you get carbon dioxide and water. So this is actually the reverse of photosynthesis. All right, the reverse of photosynthesis is actually cellular respiration. Okay, so respiration is releasing the energy that is stored in the molecule of glucose. Okay, and photosynthesis is actually making that molecule of glucose from CO2 and water. All right, so anabolism, catabolism, they are total opposites. All right, so I'll give you another slide to, okay, this example here. So complex, this is the complex C6H12O6, which is glucose. And where's the simple molecule? So glucose is oxidized, okay, plus oxygen. You will get carbon dioxide and water. This is the byproduct of cellular respiration. And of course, energy is released. So we need that energy for the cells to carry out whatever function, right? And also for muscle contraction, and all these things keeps the cell alive. So a cell has to be able to produce energy, all right? So a cell that is able to carry out metabolism is of course a living cell. If it's a dead cell, all this will not happen, okay? No metabolism. Okay, let me go on to give you a graphic representation. So here we have simple molecules, all right? If you undergo anabolism, that means simple molecules are joined together, okay? And in order to join together, you need to bring in energy, okay? In order to form the bonds that hold these atoms together. So ATP is energy, yeah? Energy is absorbed, energy is used, and there you have it. Once anabolic reaction occurs, these molecules are rearranged, right? And then you will get a more complicated molecule, which is called a complex molecule. Okay, complex molecules. Examples, okay, besides your photosynthesis, will be like protein synthesis, whereby you make protein. Protein is a large molecule from single units called amino acid. So all the single units that you see is amino acid. Joined together, you get a large molecule called protein. Okay, also same thing for lipid. You have glycerol and fatty acid. You join them together, you will get a molecule of fat. All right, okay, so this is anabolism. For catabolism, right, you see, you start off with a complex molecule. It's the opposite, right? You have a big molecule, and inside the bonds between the elements there, okay, all these atoms there will be energy stored. The energy is stored in the bonds. So if you break it, if you break the bonds by breaking it down, you break the molecule, right? The energy will be released from the bonds, from the bonds that hold it together. So you will get the simple molecules released, all right, of course. And also at the same time, because the bonds are broken, you get ATP. So energy is released in catabolism. Okay, so if you were to ask questions to compare, all right, compare between anabolism and catabolism, these are the things you can talk about, whether energy is used or energy is released, okay, from simple to complex or complex to simple molecules. All right, and whether energy is required, energy is not required. Okay, same point actually. All right, and give examples. Okay, so other examples of catabolism will be like hydrolysis, okay, where you break down molecules like food, for example, lipid or protein or even carbohydrate to get smaller units. Okay, and also digestion, digestion, hydrolysis, all these are catabolic reaction. All right, okay. So I see that there are no questions here. I think it's a very simple topic. All right. Photosynthesis. Matthew. Yes, photosynthesis. I assume you're referring to the which question? Yeah, 406. That was much earlier. Sorry, I did not see. I didn't expect anyone to be here, so I didn't see any response. Yes, correct. Just now, I think you're referring to your this one. Let me go back to this one. Yeah, this is your reaction. The one on the left hand side is photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is making, which is anabolic reaction. And the opposite of photosynthesis, you can see the reaction is the equation is reversed. It is actually breaking down the food, which is glucose, to get this we call carbon dioxide and water. And of course, more importantly, is to get the energy. Okay, CO2 and H2 are just a side, we call it byproducts. But most importantly is the energy that you want from this cellular respiration. All right, okay. So do you think, let me see, do I have any more questions? All right, if not, then I will see you next time, probably 2 weeks from now. All right, I need time to prepare my slides. Okay, so I will see you the next lesson. All right, in the meantime, here's my channel. So if anybody would like to have more material, you want to see my past lessons, I have more or less completed the Form 4 syllabus. All the slides are in my channel. So if you would like to go through them, maybe you're a little bit ahead of my lessons or a bit before, you can go through all the lessons. Even I've got lessons until chapter 15, entire syllabus of Form 4. All right, so my channel is www.youtube.com/Piggy Chong. All right, okay, see you next week then, next week. All right, thank you for watching, and please share the link with your friends. Thank you, Cikgu Fanida, thank you. Sudah lama tak jumpa, sudah lama tak bersiaran. Okay, so thank you for watching, yeah. Thank you, and tolong share my link to your friends, yeah, to your students. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. I hope to see you next time. Yeah, thank you.